that actually live now? Yes. Cool. Oh, there we go. All right. We're going to mute that so we don't get infinite feedback. Hope everybody's having an excellent evening. And yeah, we're here to hit up some crit gameplay. Play through the story for 0.2. And we'll be moving on the game's auto splitter work, goal pursuit onto Kingdom Hearts 1. This will be the second game we've both an auto splitter and PS4. But without further ado, I'm gonna get right into some gameplay. We're gonna be keeping tonight pretty short. This game doesn't take up a whole lot of time. The gameplay itself will take up probably about a half hour. And then the cutscenes and whatnot will probably take up about another half hour after that. So we're only looking at about an hour of live time. So this game takes place in kind of two time periods. The first being the events directly following Birth by Sleep, following around Aqua. Technically three, because there's scenes like this that are taking place even earlier. We didn't really have the full implication for what that scene failed till later.
As you know, we must take action to keep the seven pure
But
lights
so this is the
and thus we must hasten to ascend
modern
the
era.
guardians
So
of light.
this is the farthest forward
It is time
portion of timeline.
to return to our world the three Keyblade
Then there
warriors
is
we
the
lost over a
game
decade.
present timeline,
Ventus, Terra, and
which follows Aqua.
must be saved from their
And then there is the
for they
past
know
timeline
to
that
achieve.
follows Luxu,
Following
which
their
is what we
first
saw in
battle
that
with
first scene.
Xehanort, Ventus's heart refused to awaken, and so Aqua found a safe location to conceal him.
It is still a little
When
bit in
she set
question
off in
as to
search
whether or
of her
not,
other missing friend, Terra. She fell to a place from which there is no return
well,
without outside help.
because whoever that was had both the box and the all-seeing eye. That was Luxu in the Keyblade graveyard
I
just
saw her
after
in the realm of darkness.
the Keyblade War events Union Cross. And now we flash into a bit of Mickey's memory and Aqua's experiences post Birth by Sleep. That gets us our gorgeous opening cinematic. This was our first look at a Kingdom Hearts game on Unreal Engine, and this was in the initial stages. This portion of the game was developed at as their first stab at Unreal Engine, and part of why the transition for 3 took so long. And this game, well, there was supposed to be more of a time gap between the development of this game and 3. This game was supposed to come out a lot earlier, and the gap between the previous game to this is release and 3. I believe release-wise, Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, Dream Drop Distance was just before this game, as far as releases go. But timeline-wise, we had, I want to say, like 6 or 8 years. Your Dream Drop Distance initially launched in 2012. 2012. 0.2 launched in 2017, so 5 years. So yeah, we had a larger gap between Dream Drop Distance and this at 5 years. Well, so yeah, between Dream Drop Distance and 3, we got some Union Cross, Unchained Key, etc. We got the mobile games, but we didn't get any like more mainline title content aside from the remasters and remixes until this came out. 2013 for the 1.5 remix, 2014 for the 2.5. Coded was in 2008. 2009 was 258. Birth by Sleep was 2010. So yeah, we had two years between Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, and then we had 5 years between Dream Drop Distance and this. And then in 2019 and 20, we actually got a lot of content in the form of 3 and Melody of Memory. There we go. So yeah, that larger break was due to engine swapping.
Could it be?
And artistic direction and a couple of other studio related things. But I think all in all, the pause was really worth it for just like the look and feel of this and 3, the way that those 2 games ended up coming out. If they hadn't done that wait and that pause, they wouldn't have had this game on Unreal, and thus wouldn't have had a kind of pilot game for the new engine platform to really help them get their feet wet and establish all the groundwork for 3. But here we find Aqua in the Realm of Darkness, surprised to find one of the worlds that she has encountered.
Here in the darkness.
Great question, Aqua. Okay. So one of the perks of being on beginner is we have Combo Master, which would have made that not so much of a whiff. It's pretty convenient.
On and on without end. In the realm of light, do days or years pass with each step?
That is a great
No,
question, Aqua.
Something has started to go wrong. I must hurry.
Hurry to where? You have no idea how to get out of here, girl.
I guess I know which way I'm going.
The hard way?
Yep.
Grab that for safety's sake.
I haven't felt my heart stir in a long time.
Okay, if time doesn't move, like, how do you know it's been a long time? What is your experience of time if there is no time here? Nope, more shadows.
It looks like worse things are stirring.
There we go. Alright. Okay, I just want to take a moment to appreciate, like, look at that aurora effect back there and like the lobby effects back there. Like, there is so much just detail, like the fact that they've got a whole ass house over there and cottages, like. The environmental effects and details that they added for this game are gorgeous. It's gonna be kind of sad to go back to 1 after this. But we'll be working forward from there.
I took it for
Or
granted.
sideways, kind of
Thought
at first.
I had nothing in life to lose.
But look at those eyes. Like, dang. Like, there's a certain degree of, like, almost soullessness to the eyes in OG BBS versus the, like, really solid, deep quality of her eyes in this game. Personally, I would love to see some standalone games, some other standalone games that follow other characters at this stage, because, like, this is the only time we've gotten, aside from 358, we haven't followed a non-Sora character in, like, mainline game. We've had the mobile games, and we're about to have another mobile game with Missing Link.
But the dog waiting for his owner. The cat curled up in her nook. So much life. Trees and flowers. There's no deeper sadness than discovering all that you knew is gone. The grief in this place is too much to fathom.
Hey, but for every Heartless you're killing, might be making somebody back into a
It's
somebody.
enough. I can't keep on wishing for the past.
It's true. I can really get you anyway.
Yep. 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 Yep.
The majority of this game is spent in cutscene. Oh no! Bridge to the palace is collapsing. Like the realm of darkness doesn't want you to get there. Things have moved past midnight, Aqua. Not time to be at the palace anymore. The ball's over.
The road collapsed when the clock advanced. If only I made it in time. But there is no time in this place, only the clock.
Man, if it were so simple to clear the gears in the actual gameplay, that would make that so much faster. Be a pain in the ass to actually set splits.
I knew it.
The amount of color depth that they added, like,
I won't get too far without those gears.
alright. And...
Yep.
Zoop.
Yep.
That was awkward. It'll teleport me back up here. Yep.
There's an underground path.
Interesting. Oh, that's not what we want. Oh well, fine. Alright, that gives us access to our grand magic. One of these gears acts as a portion of the tutorial world of the game, which is Cinderella's Castle of Dream. And thus, each thing we do here acts as part of the tutorial. It does occur to me that for non-beginner difficulty of this game, finisher use might be a little bit more liberal through this section. So, that split might be one for other people. But I am not going back and doing more work on this right now. Alright, and the clock rewind for final time. That will be on to the boss of this world. And the first boss will be me, actually. Unlock of Outlocks. Alright. Oh my god, I forgot. This fight is a giant pain and I cannot take a whole lot of damage. Yeah. Oh, the joys of critical. And of course on a retry. Spellweaver, I think, is what I want to be going for, but I need to be saving my MP for cures in case I actually take damage, because otherwise I'm effectively fine. That. Void. There we go. So, yeah, unlike in Beginner, we don't have a ton of MP to use, and we die very, very easily. So, Critical's a lot more about avoiding damage and getting a lot of empowered physical hits off.
Not even memories are safe from the darkness.
True. We learned that in Chain of Memory. Well, haven't gotten there yet, technically.
What I wouldn't give to really turn back time. To spend one more night beneath the stars with my best friends. I'm doing it again.
Aqua.
It can't be. What are you doing here? You should be in the realm of light. Oh no. Did you not make it out? Don't tell me. Has the realm of light... Why won't you say anything to me? So what are you? A memory among these shadows? Are you here to try and tell me not to lose heart?
Yeah, basically.
The world keeps our thoughts alive. But where do the people who lived here go once the world was taken away? At least they're not here, so they haven't fallen to darkness. I'll take what solace I can from that.
I mean, you don't know that they haven't fallen to darkness. Like, if they lost their hearts to darkness,
Another
they would be
world that was
heartless.
lost to the darkness. Is that?
So just great to be able to revisit these worlds
Ven!
in this higher definition, like, clarity. Like, the coffin in
Ven,
Original Birth by
why
Sleep
did you
is
come here to tell me?
so much simpler.
I know I promised to wake you up. I'm sorry. But I have to find a way home before I can help you. I
Yeah,
just
but he's
want you
also
to know
safe
that
until
it's
then.
been you that keeps my heart strong, keeps the dark away. It's a mirror.
Okay, the last time you were here, you had trouble with mirrors. Like, you should have known better than to touch it. Also, the fact that it just kind of showed up. Come on, girl. Don't think this thing would be carrying a grudge? After how you really wrecked its day?
What just happened? Those mirrors. Maybe they're a clue.
They stole your reflection. The reflection's here.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Pop up real quick before we in. These fights are going to be pretty straightforward. We more or less know what we're doing for them, so not a big deal. Normally, you're supposed to make use of these mirrors to move platforms in, but we don't really have to, so why would we waste the time? This is the only one we have to do. Here's reflection. You know where it is. I can't remember, is this something actually useful for us? The high potion, whatever. Okay. Face down one of the mirrors.
Is this what it means to face your demons?
No, this is. Do you think looking into a mirror by itself, facing
Only
it,
your heart is hollow enough to be a demon's. That's not true. My heart is strong. I'll prove it.
by beating myself up? Choices.
You're done.
That's not what we meant to do. Alright, and we go into the walking pattern. That's not what we meant to do, and that's also not what I expected. Come on. My reactions are terrible right now. Now it's walking. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. That last bit of comboing.
Terra?
We'll get rid of the BB.
Then? And now my own phantom? What could it all mean?
I mean, that you're going a little crazy, being trapped in the realm of darkness for a while. We never actually get a telltale as far as, like, when, in the grand scheme of things, these events are taking place. We know that by the time she ends up at the last world, it's been 10 years since the events of what landed her. Realm of Darkness. Then we've had an additional a couple of years
Yep.
on that,
Yep.
between the events of this and the events of 3. Alright. Get to beat up Mirror Us again.
Enough. You're done.
Okay.
Heal. Farewell. You're done. Enough.
Oh, come on.
Enough. You're done.
Hey. Having more MP helpful on those ones, but not a big deal. That's 2 Aqua fights down and 1
Yep.
proper one to go.
Yep. 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 Strike. Heal.
Alright, we use the Thunder there to give ourselves a partial charge.
Yep. Farewell. Yep. 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 You're done.
So that when we hit this final pillar,
Yep. 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 Farewell.
we activate Spellweaver on that.
Yep. That's it.
So that when we go into this fight, we have it active, and it does nicely for interacting with the fight itself. Not sure this is going to go exactly as Beginner does, but
Go.
that's not quite what we wanted. There we go. Alright. Honestly, sloppy, but again, not really practicing or looking into how the crit fight's supposed to go.
That's all of them.
Not too bad, honestly.
Terra and Ven didn't have anything to say. But my shadow, she wanted to destroy me.
That's because Terra and Ven are still lights to you. Technically, they are still lights in general. It's Terra's body that got doinked.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
We're not going to really worry about that right now, because we're actually just going to be moving right along to another save point that'll let us top up.
Never would have thought I'd become my own worst enemy. I've talked to myself a lot since falling into these shadows. But with
Your hair has also gotten a lot darker.
it's as though all my doubts have gained a voice of their own. She's the weakness in my heart. I know I'm alone here. Have the uncountable hours in the shadows whittled away the courage I never really had.
You had courage. Don't fib.
I'm losing
Also,
this fight.
the question is,
The
how have
darkness
you
is
stayed
strong,
alive?
perhaps,
Like, what have you been eating for food? 3 established that
Is
food is a thing.
the last apparition before it takes me over.
Alright. We'll solve our health dilemmas here in just a moment as we enter
Another world I know.
the third and final true world, or
Terra.
remembrance world.
Then,
We will have one more world in the form of the Realm of Darkness.
are they
After.
phantoms? I don't care if they are.
Chasing after light in the Realm of Darkness is fine, honestly. Like, you got nothing better to do for the time being. Missing your friends is okay.
Get out of my way!
Yep, shout at the vine, girl. That's definitely the sane and rational thing to do.
Yep. 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 Thunder. Burn. Yep. Heal.
That's good. That now. We used to get this skipping cutscenes there. And lo and behold, it's Darkseid. Hmm.
You really think you can keep me away from my friends?
Look, you ain't gonna say Jack Diddley.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Enough. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Hey. Farewell. Go. Gotcha. Go. Gotcha. Yeah. Hey. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Alright.
Okay. That we have 3 bosses left?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 bosses.
Yep.
And 1 force fight? Yeah. 3 bosses, 1 force fight.
Heal. Yep. 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 Yep.
Alright. Chugging right along. We have our forced fight here.
Strike. Hey. Hey. Ice. Fire. Hey. Hey.
Yikes. Alright, I did that in the wrong order. Okay. But that is an exemplification of just how deadly Rick was.
Hey. You're done. Free. Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah.
There we go. Alright. Now we've just got those bosses to do. And a lot of them out to get.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Do, do.
Yep. Yep.
Gonna
Yep.
go ahead and ignore that dark side.
Yep.
That one.
Yep. 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 Strike. Yep.
this next bit a little bit more uncomfortable. That's okay, though. Yeah, dying to a spike ball there at the very beginning is what we call awkward. But, you know, that's what happens when it lands on your freaking head. Ouch. Okay. Retry. I should have known that doing the second shot lock was a bit of a waste there. Because what we can basically leverage the end of the shot lock to trigger grand magics if we time multiple magic before the end of the shot lock X. That's two. That's also two. Alright, well, we're just gonna get through this on virtue of basically not dying. Excuse me. Okay, fine. I need to do better on these shot locks, otherwise I'm just wasting my time on them. Would be helpful to have an elixir, but that's not going to be a thing. Or this out. Or so if you don't go far enough forward into the arena, it doesn't actually trigger the fight start, even though the Darkseid itself is moving and starting its animation. You have to hear the twinkling of the barrier close behind you in order to start being able to actually target Darkseid at all. Then you can actually hit that later. The falling spike orbs continuing for so long is really a huge pain in the butt. Ow. There you go. That's another time where I just went and wasted the shot lock. Because that's the thing, is if I use both shot locks on the head, yeah. If I use both the shot locks on the hands will die before I connect any further damage. So what I need to be doing is a single shot lock on the hands, Grand Magic. Hopefully getting both Grand Magics off. And then making sure that the hands die before I do the second shot lock. Go. There we go. Not how I wanted to execute it, but we're through it. And then we get to move on to the final world and the last two bosses of the game. Alright. Touch up things here. Head onwards. Get a little bit of cutscene here. Then meet up with Mickey.
Ben.
Could make things a touch easier.
Aqua, you're...
Terra, you spoke?
Can you see me?
Of course. I see Ven too.
Ven? He's here?
Terra, what's wrong? Don't you see him?
Where are we?
A world the darkness has consumed. Its enchanted dominion.
Consumed. The worlds fell?
What's gotten into you? How do I know that you're Terra? And not the weakness that's in my heart, playing more tricks. Ven, please say something.
Aqua, listen. I promise this is me, but I'm not myself.
What do you mean?
You're using the name Terra. That means you're seeing me the way that you remember me. But your heart is just painting the picture that it so wants to see. The real me is lost in shadow.
Then you're here, trapped in the realm of darkness.
No. My heart has ties to the dark. That must be why we can talk. But I can't see anything, Aqua. If you say Ven is there, then he's like me. An illusion created by your heart.
I understand. Then you and Ven are safe in the outside world?
I think.
That's good. But how did you find me?
I looked here and heard you in the darkness.
Right, but why does your heart have ties to the darkness now? What did you mean, lost in shadow?
Forget about me. Aqua, Xehanort is trying to locate Ven.
He'll never find him. I hid Ven well. I think the reason he's not talking to me here is because he's still there sleeping.
No, I can't control.
This place. Is it the Chamber of Waking?
Yes. Who are you? Really?
You don't know? My name.
Aqua, get back!
Terra!
I messed up. Xehanort is part of me. Now he's using me. So you'll tell him where you hid Ben.
Silence!
I won't give in. Aqua, you have to...
Still you struggle!
Terra!
Aqua!
Now you can be one with the darkness!
Ven! Terra. Now I can be one with darkness.
Aqua, are you okay?
Mickey, how did... Terra! Ben!
No time to talk.
Wells of darkness.
Duelius.
Heartless!
go. Alright. Make use of both form changes and clean it up. Pretty nice and easy.
Better not push our luck. Gosh, I never thought I'd find you in the realm of darkness, that's for sure. So, what happened?
Have you seen Terra or Ven?
No, just you.
I'm sorry. The darkness in this place, it's getting to me.
Okay, but now you're having a legitimate conversation
But you'll be okay.
with, like, a real solid physical person
Right.
for the first time in fucking years.
Say, we've been looking for you a long time. How come you're in this place?
First tell me, how long's it been in the realm of light?
About 10 years.
Interesting. After we last spoke, I took Ven somewhere safe, and then I went after Terra. But Terra was about to fall to darkness, so I had one choice. I stayed here in hopes of giving him a chance.
I didn't know.
How about you? What could have brought you here? Has something happened? In the realm of light?
Just a few things.
It's the Heartless. They've been attacking worlds and taking their hearts. And worlds with no hearts vanish into darkness. But if we can lock the door between the two realms, light and dark, from both sides, we can protect the other worlds. So you see, I came here to find the key on this side. Turns out, it's not so easy getting into the realm of darkness. The points you can cross have become unstable. It's only when a world gets consumed that an entrance appears in the realm between. So, I waited for my chance to sneak in. But hey, when I got here, I felt a warm, familiar light. I followed it to find my way to you.
The charm. So they were helping. Terra and Ven brought you and I back together again.
Yeah,
But
Wayfinders
worlds are
for
still
the
in
win.
Terra, did he make it back to the realm of light?
we still haven't found him.
I see. Well,
That wouldn't have changed since the start of this conversation. That is the most awkward portion of this dialogue between them, and like I am not
he
a fan
wants
of
me to
that.
find you.
That one piece,
I think
like
you're right. He'll be
he's
just
only
fine.
seen you.
Yes,
How would
But
he
what about
know?
he won't wake up unless I'm there with him. I have to go. I have to find a way back to the realm of light.
Good. Then let's locate that key and go home together.
Does that mean you know an exit?
Well, I was so busy finding a way in that I didn't give a lot of thought to where there'd be a way out. But together, we're sure to find one.
You haven't changed at all.
May our hearts be our guiding key.
There's a phrase no one's used in ages.
Keyblade wielders used to say those words to each other. And now, it's something I like to try and remember. So, ready?
Ready.
Ah, oh Mickey, oh Aqua.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, we top up, then we go get this last boss.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So, a little over an hour for all the cutscenes and a couple of deaths.
Yep. Yep.
But overall, not bad.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Getting both of these this time, because I don't think the rounds of crates plus shot lock are necessarily going to be enough. Find out. Wayfinder is going to be my best friend.
So many worlds have been lost, and now they're trapped here in the dark. Wait, you know this place, Aqua?
Yes. I visited once, and I met 2 boys I considered passing the Keyblade on to. But because Terra had already given one of them the power, I didn't.
Aqua, what were the boys' names?
They were Sora and Riku.
I see. We're getting warm.
Huh?
Well, it's Sora and Riku who've been helping me. We're trying to get that door shut for good.
The same boys?
Aqua, if this is where my friends first got the Keyblade, it also must be where we'll find its counterpart. The Keyblade of Darkness has got to be here on the dark side of their world. We'll have to hurry. Come on!
Alright. These crates have nothing in them. I forgot that's a thing. Awkward. Okay. Note to self. Crates have nothing. God damn it. I don't have a leaf bracer either. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright. I can use... that to get me some more charge on. God damn it. My guy. I need you to chill out on all of the, like, semi-DM moves. Like, damn. Alright, we're starting with the normal pattern. God damn it. Mickey, come on. My guy. Alright. Route lock to open. Really? Mickey? Couldn't have gotten... Alright, there we go. That is Demon Tide. Hour 15? That's not bad.
Let's keep going.
That is all the gameplay for 0.2. The next time we go live will be with Kingdom Hearts 1 content.
I bet
But
it's
we
in
have
here.
a pretty solid chunk of cutscene content to get through still. That marks 2 of the PC available games.
There.
Is that what you're after?
Yep, it's just the key I was looking for. A keyblade from the Dark Realm.
A Keyblade of Darkness.
The Door of Darkness. Tied by 2 keys. The Door of Darkness. To seal the light. Well, we've got the keys. Now, we find the ones to close the door.
Sorry?
The door between the 2 realms, it won't let a heart with light pass through. So, only darkness keeps spilling out. We can lock the door by using the 2 keyblades. But we need help on both sides to get the door shut.
Well then, since you'll be doing the locking, let me be the one to close the door.
Sorry, but the job's taken by somebody else.
Huh?
Oh, look, it's Riku. Speaking of that, somebody else.
Is that the one?
Yup, the door to Kingdom Hearts. Well, it's not the Kingdom Hearts you know. Not exactly. But even though it's smaller, it's still the heart of many worlds. And even if it's not a complete Kingdom Hearts, we definitely can't leave it open like this. Or darkness will escape and destroy the remaining worlds. It's time. With this key and Sora's in the Realm of Light, we're gonna close this door. Now, all we need is Riku.
Sora. Riku.
There! That's everybody! Come on, Aqua! Oh, oh no!
Back off!
Aqua!
Go without me!
No, I...
And that's how Mickey lost his shirt. Aqua got sealed back on Destiny Island. The dark side.
The battle for the Realm of Light is not won. Thanks to Terra and Mickey, I know what's at stake. I'm not afraid.
This is the phase of things where she ends up on the beach after Sora has
The
departed.
next time someone wanders into the Realm of Darkness, I'll be here. A light to cut through all the shadows. I will be their wayfinder. And one day, I'll return to Terra and Ven. I am Master Aqua, and that's a promise.
Dun 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 dun!
Aqua,
Heroic exit. Now we get to tidy up with Mickey to tie us into the very end of Kingdom Hearts 1. So the events of this game span some subsection of the 10 years between the end of Birth by Sleep and the end of
now,
Hearts
Sora,
1.
let's close this door for good.
Closes right here. Sora and Mickey closing the door, and the world's returning to light.
It's beautiful. The stars are out. Terra. Then. Just me again. They did it. The world's being restored.
Now, you could make some inferences, timing-wise, as to the events of this game,
May our hearts be our guiding
based on Terra's
You'll know
Xehanort's appearance.
where I am.
In that events between Darkside 2 and Demon Tower 2 end up taking place before the start of 1, enough to where Xehanort hasn't done the experiment and split his heart, created the Heartless and Seer of Darkness and Xemnas, is a possible interpretation of that. I don't know that we have gotten any official say on like exact timing of events in here, but that's one way you could look at it, because we don't get a visualized reference for what form Xehanort in relation to Terra taking at that point. But definitively after Aqua and Mickey meet up, the Demon Tower 2, we're into the events of Hearts 1, because Mickey finds his way into the Realm of Darkness somewhere right around the start of Kingdom Hearts 1. So basically the entirety of the first game takes place between roughly Demon Tower 2 and Demon Tide, which is kind of nutty to think about, because again, Realm of Darkness is timeless. Because Mickey says he found his way in, which means he went with the fall of one of the worlds after departing the castle, which happened sometime around when Donald and Goofy left to go find Sora. So somewhere shortly, either right at the start or shortly before, is the earliest point where Mickey could have entered the Realm of Darkness. Which means, yeah, like I said, we know at least that much, that basically that window between Demon Tower 2 and Demon Tide encapsulates, inside the Realm of Darkness encapsulates the whole span of the first game in the Realm of Light. Beyond that, we actively can't time place any of these events aside from after Birth by Sleep, before and inclusive of Kingdom Hearts 1. We know Terra is still fighting, but we know that's happening the entire time that he's possessed by Xehanort. All the way up through the events of Kingdom Hearts 3. So, like, that has no real-time placement for us. Ven's not really any help there, and she doesn't have any real interactions with anyone other than herself. So, we know that from the start of this game, Castle of Dreams, Dwarf Woodlands, and Enchanted Dominion have all fallen into darkness. Now, that happens before the start of this game, or before the start of 1, or at latest in, like, coinciding with the start of 1, and after the end of the events of Birth by Sleep. That being said, the forces leading the fall of those worlds are pretty distinctly Xehanort. So it's a little hard to say. I do think some of this information is revealed in, like, secret reports and such that are in other games. This game doesn't have any reports or anything, doesn't even really have a secret ending or anything like that. You get to the end here, and we do get a little bit more cutscene content, but there isn't any real unlockables aside from the cosmetics in this. It's a pretty compact package as far as the franchise goes. And then we get to this.
I thought I heard her voice in the distance.
Which is the scene that we got at the end of
She sacrificed herself
the secret
to
scene we
save
got at
me.
the end of Birth by Sleep,
Why did you keep it from me for
where
so
she ends
long?
up meeting Ansem
I had to respect
Wise
her choice.
after
What
the
about
events
us?
of Kingdom Hearts 2.
You could have given
And then
us a
this
choice.
jumps forward
We
to
could have
post
gone and helped
Dream
her.
Drop Distance.
I know.
Do not be rash, Riku. As Mickey told you clearly in his story, reaching the realm of darkness the first time was not a simple task. And even if we had found a way back in, regrettably, none of us possessed the necessary means to get Aqua back out safely. So I forbade Mickey from telling you, let alone going after her.
Why keep it secret?
That much is obvious. If not you, then certainly Sora would have staged a reckless attempt at rescue.
But now we can help Aqua. You and I. We're gonna go find her.
Yeah, count me in.
Yup.
Who's this new Riku and where's the old one?
New me?
Yeah. You're more like Sora.
Should I be flattered? I try too hard to be the role model. It's more fun to just listen to my heart. Which is Sora-esque.
Well,
I mean,
We
it's
still
pretty
like
on
you.
point for Sora.
Master, I came here because I wanted to help somehow. What can I do?
I have entrusted the wizard Merlin to oversee the training for our new Keyblade wielders, yourself and Lee.
Lee?
He means Axel.
What?
He's a regular person now. He even saved Sora for us. You can trust him. Come on, Riku. It's time for us to go. First, we gotta find an entrance to the realm of darkness.
Mickey,
Hmm?
take these along with you. The three good fairies ask that you be presented with them. They are new vestments, which will shield the both of you from the darkness.
Thank you,
you, Master.
Master.
Okay, Let's go.
You were gone a long time. What were you doing?
Secret. I'm back! Huh? What? Just us?
The others all had important work to do, so I sent them on their way.
That's great. They could have said goodbye. It is not. I just like to say goodbye to all my friends.
Then do it faster!
I'm here now, right?
We have matters to discuss. In order to defeat Xehanort, there are allies we must gather, acting now to rouse them from their slumber. We have discussed this before, Sora. Your Mark of Mastery exam was conducted in the hopes you would acquire the power to wake them. However, the darkness nearly took control of you, and your
I had to do a double
grasp
check,
of your
but
new abilities
apparently
was much to be desired.
0.2's Kyrie is also 3's Kyrie.
Xehanort nearly made you his vessel, and in the process stripped you of most of the power
Which is
you
a
had
little
gained
sad to
from
me.
them.
I liked the
I
voice
suspect you have
for
already noticed this.
OG Kyrie a little bit better. That one's not nearly as like noticeable and different as
Whatever. Happens all the time.
Yes.
the unfortunate
Chip and Dale are currently analyzing
Baton
data
Pass
that
of
Ansem the Wise provided
Master
to you,
Xehanort.
and which could offer us a clue to retrieving our friend's lost heart.
Leonard Nimoy
I
was
have very high hopes for
phenomenal
this
for
data.
that.
However, our greatest chance of stopping Xehanort's plan still lies with you, Sora. If you trust the guidance your heart gives, I know we will find all of the Guardians of Light. But first, you must regain all the strength you have lost. Perhaps it is foolish to expect a complete recovery, but it is absolutely vital you perfect one power. The power of waking, which you failed to master during your exam. There's someone who lost his strength and found it again. A true hero to whom you ought to pay a visit. Perhaps he can point you in the right direction.
Got it.
Master Yoshida!
You can count on us to take care of Sora.
I would have it no other way. I put Sora in your hands.
Donald! Goofy!
You can't become a master without us!
Huh?
I never would have thought you'd fail that exam, Sora.
Hey!
Face it, you're just a hot pint!
But the three of us together make a whole pint.
Pint and a half.
And don't forget, don't keep an eye on you!
Oh, this is gonna be lots of fun.
It's not a vacation. Let's go! Count on us!
The Three Musketeers.
How are we supposed to get there now?
What?
You follow your heart. You let your heart be
Looks
your
like all
guiding
the old
key.
byways are closed. Didn't Master Yen Sid say that Sora should trust the guidance his heart gives?
Come on, Sora!
True. You did say that thing.
Hey, would you get serious?
Give me a break. I'm trying. These things take time.
Well, since we've already been before, why don't you try picturing our friends like we're there?
Well,
Sorry, I got nothing. What did you expect?
May your heart be your guiding key.
That is one of the
What's that?
mysteries we still have with this franchise. Is like,
Right before
where does Goofy pick up some of this info?
Really?
Like, Goofy is one of the
Ring a bell?
sketchiest characters in the franchise.
Maybe I just
He just
imagined it.
has knowledge he really
Maybe
shouldn't.
Be my guiding key.
And there's a big reason that people are like, oh yeah, he's the Master of Masters. Like, no, we have
I've got it.
vocals for Master of Masters. There's still a lot of questions, and it's like, why and how does Goofy know so much? But, yeah, it is what it is.
All right.
And yeah, these are the events that lead directly into Kingdom Hearts 3. But that is not the game we'll be going to next. First, we're gonna work in chronological order forward some more and hit up Kingdom Hearts 1. But that will be for another day. That marks the end of our crit playthrough and our time with 0.2. We may return to it at some point in the future, but for now, thanks to people who stop by and anyone who watches VODs. And I hope everybody has a great night and or day ahead of them. Have a good one. Peace.